My name is Janelle Challenger.
My name is Ariana Anthony.
And this is Steady Tempo,
where we tell you the weekly report of what is going on in the CAHS Music Department, St. Thomas, USVI.
We just came from the one and only Little League Parade on Saturday, January 25th, 2020.
And if you were there, you noticed something was a little different about the Mighty Marching Arts.
What was different?
I don't know why.
Was there white shoes?
Was it?
The shirt.
Oh, that's
Alright. I know what was it?
Best band in the land.
Oh, we'll tell you what it was. If you was there, you saw us go dun dun dun.
Band attention.
Sorry, hi, cause we're so fly. The Little League Parade was a total success. We had lots of fun. We marched from Emancipation Garden to
Frenchtown.
There you go. And it was a complete success.
It was amazing.
For a couple past episodes, you've seen interviews from various amount of people.
Yes.
Well, guess what? No different for this episode. But this episode is special. Real special.
Very sentimental. Nostalgia.
Yes. So please give our warm welcome, round of applause for the 3 alumni. Enjoy. Hi guys.
Hi. Hey.
Welcome to Study Tempo. Introduce yourself to the audience.
Well, my name is Elgin Brathwaite. I'm a junior of George Mason University. I graduated from Charlotte Amalie High School in 2017. I play steel pan and trumpet, also a little bit of piano. And it's good to be home for the Christmas time. I'll be here the summertime. So, hey, thank you.
Hey guys, my name is Uriah Rogers. I'm a sophomore at Berklee College of Music in Boston, Massachusetts. I graduated from Charlotte Amalia High School in 2018, and I actually spent most of my time in this band room right here. It brings back so many memories, nostalgia, they call it.
Yes, sir.
It's good to be back, you know, back to get back to the youths, like myself, you know, because it's always a learning process, and it's nice to help somebody along in their learning process as I embrace my process.
Hi, my name is Jaquan Richards. I'm a freshman in Berklee College of Music. I graduated from Charlotte Amalie High School in 2019. They used to call the locker room my room. It still is an honor of me, and I'm glad to be back. Thank you.
There's a big flashback. Say this your freshman year. Well, how would you say your freshman year was compared to now?
My freshman year, I wasn't as serious as I was right now, because you still had time to be a child, you know?
Yeah.
But when 11th grade hit, that's when the hunger started hitting in, because you start seeing your peers growing, you start seeing people investing in your craft, and that's when you should just suck it up and put some hard work, because when you take care of the music, the music take care of you.
So when I was in 9th grade, I came up here after being the only bassist at Cancrine at the time. Came up here and there were like 5 other bassists, and it really made me practice. It made me practice. 90% of my time was spent in here, in this band room, practicing before school, lunchtime, after school, after school. And they had the band booster meetings. I was in here practicing, and it helped me a lot. But if I could have went back and done it all over again, I probably would have spent more time practicing instead of doing everything else, because I realized that the practice time that I put in here was some of the most valuable. Because, you had the distraction of people walking in and out, but they had people like Eljan, Jaquan, and a couple other of my friends at the time who would come and practice with me. We'd put in the time together, and then we'd see each other grow. And there's nothing better than seeing yourself grow, but also the people around you growing at the same time with you.
It's good to be in that kind of atmosphere.
Yeah, because that atmosphere and environment pushes you to become your better self. Yeah. And you should always strive to be better than yourself, not better than the next person,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Another question.
Oh my god.
9
yeah.
Hey, that's Tempo.
Come on.
Hey, Tempo lit.
Welcome in Tempo.
I don't know what you can fake. Because they try to push me out.
They try to push you out.
Yeah, man.
They can push us.
But how come you pushing out?
So my experience going into ninth grade, I'm a quiet person, so I'm always humble. I was always humble. I'm still humble. Going into ninth grade council band, at the time, Mr. Daniel was a teacher, and he saw that I had the potential to grow, and I immediately impressed him. And then from first semester to second semester, I joined the jazz band, which was it was required for you to be a good, I don't know, you had to be good caliber, have a good caliber at the time. And so I joined the jazz band second semester, and we did some recordings and stuff like that. Which was
recorded it?
Yeah. So we did some recordings. Those were fun. That was the best time we ever had for jazz band. Going in, 10th grade, I became the section leader of all the bands really. And then I don't know what to say. I became the section leader of all the bands, and it taught me a lesson while I teach others, if that makes sense.
Teach leadership.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
The leadership became real when in high school. So yeah, in marching band, I was a section leader. All the way up to 12th grade, I became sort of a student director for all the bands, and I nurtured all my fellow classmates, and I helped them grow as well. I like to see people grow, and I especially like to see people grow because of me. That makes me feel good. Yeah. So the message of my story
There's more.
is to be humble and just do your thing.
Be humble and selfless.
And always try to become better than your past self. Every day you wake up, whether it's going to school, whether it's picking up your instrument, whether it's ironing your clothes, always try and do it better than you did the day before. Because that's the only way that you'll succeed and be your best self.
Exactly.
And also consistency.
Consistency is key.
It's key.
Okay, so based off of your high school experience, how did that help you in college?
Well, it helped me in many ways, honestly, because the discipline, from all the music teachers and the discipline I input in my practice time, it easily, transcend into my collegiate life. The many things that kept me busy during my high school years, it taught me time management, in college. And time management is very, 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 very important in college.
So piggybacking off our LGC, time management for sure. You have a lot of classes, hard classes. Plus there's a lot of gigs and recording sessions up at Berkeley. So time management is a big issue in students have in Berkeley. So what I learned in high school is how to manage my time for sure. The discipline, how to be on time for classes, gigs, recording sessions, because people don't play around up there. It's a whole different world in the States. And I also learned to not compare myself to others, because there's a lot of amazing cats up there. Coming from St. Thomas, where there's only a few people here and you're considered one of the best really, and you go up to the States and your best just come all the way back down. You have to start from scratch. So it's just not comparing yourself with other people, and just stay humble and do your work, do your thing.
Piggybacking off of Jaquan, definitely the part where you're not comparing yourself to others at the school or even outside of the school that you're at, that you decide to go to, because like he said, here you may be a big fish, or you may be considered one of those people who are the best, and then you leave here and then you go to a school or a state where you are another big fish in a pond full of big fishes, because everybody that came there was the best in whatever city, whatever town they came from, some islands as well. So definitely not comparing yourself, but time management is stressed. Learning your music, staying up on top of your grades, staying up on top of presentations, work, the list goes on, but definitely time management is one of those traits and qualities that not everybody, I don't think I have it mastered, and a lot of people don't have it mastered, but a lot of people also don't have it. So time management is one of those things that need to be stressed.
Comparing talents is futile in the States. It really matters on the attitude you have. That's what people look at.
That's true.
Because when people see that you're hungry and willing to get things done, they hire you. It ain't really on talent anymore. I mean, it's on talent, but attitude.
Yeah.
That's the main thing you have to keep in mind when you're doing music.
Yeah, and people look at being from the Virgin Islands or a small island as they call it. Some people don't even know we're part of the U.S., but they see that as a disadvantage. It is actually one of your biggest advantages.
Exactly.
Because the things that even the local music, our calypso music and whatnot, the rhythms, the syncopation, the cut time stuff, the licks and runs that the horn players have to read, being able to craft bass lines as a bass player, being able to come in different styles as a piano player, being versatile as a drummer, being able to switch genres in the middle of a song, subtle stuff like that we take for granted are things that our mainland counterparts struggle with. And when we do it, or when we go up there and we do it, it's like it's a wow factor for them. But it's something we take for granted being from a small island. But that's definitely an advantage that's often looked upon as a disadvantage.
So what do you guys have to say for young musicians?
So like I said earlier in the interview, my number one piece of advice for young musicians, young students, young people my age, anybody, is to always strive to be better than yourself. Continuous growth should always be the goal. Whether it's your musicianship, your attitude, your personality even. Always try to be better than you were yesterday. Always try to be better than you were a minute ago. Always try and make better decisions than you did. And you'll continue to see that growth in yourself. And when you grow, you'll see the others around you grow. And you start to attract people that have the same mindset as you do.
Put in the work now, so it could be easy for you later. Thank you.
So like I said earlier, your only competition is yourself. Do not compare yourself with others. Stay humble. That will get you far. It will get you far. All right.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
The great words
From the one and only alumni from CAHS Music
Music
Department.
Mr. LJ Brathwaite, Mr. Uriel Rogers, and Mr. Jaquan Richards.
So time is changing and time is getting cut. So keep your calendar cleared for
April 14th, 2020, the CAH's Music Department will be hosting their annual spring concert called
March Madness!
We really thought it was one.
Yay! Musical Madness. Musical Madness.
Yes.
Music from Grease
Lion King,
to High School Musical.
Into the Woods.
All sorts of musicals
Yes.
from...
Well, this concludes our episode 14 on Steady Tempo.
So this is the end of episode 14.
Don't forget to like
Subscribe
and
comment. Don't forget to share.
because sharing is caring.
So thank you for watching episode 14. We will see you in episode 15. Bye.